this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down.
Well, whenever you talk about players that really broke out in the 2019 season, you better add Chris Godwin to that list. Over 1,300 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. He was second among receivers last season receiving yards per game at 95. This guy combines great body control, excellent strength, and terrific route running ability to become a really big downfield threat.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Brady. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. This is the receiver turned running back. Cordero Patterson gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
From the 24, Trubisky gonna let one fly for run, and this will be caught at the 30. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one, 59 yards.
15-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd down, it's Patterson. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. Taken from about the 12. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. And
he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
Check 26, check 26. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
3. Ryan Succop set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Bears 3.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. The first throw for the backup Foles. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Foles. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
45-yard line.
And now the third-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
A gain of 13.
Pardon, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Handoff to Fournette. Fournette, a 1st down, still going. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And this one's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard. That'll bring up second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it third down.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
On third down, Brady. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Buccaneers 14, Bears 3. Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Going up top for Miller. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Intercepted by the Buccaneers.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Complete to Mike.
The completion there by Brady with his new team, Tampa Bay. And who does he face on the other sideline in this one? Also on a different team. None other than his old Super Bowl nemesis, Nick Foles, now with Chicago. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
On the carry.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
27-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
The ball carrier.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. From the 27th, Foles. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
3 down. Check 43. 13. What?
Foles. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
And there's a familiar sight. Khalil Mack putting a quarterback down in the backfield for another sack. I know he only had 8.5 sacks in 2019, so a lot of people wrote that off as, hey, what's going on with Khalil Mack? You do realize he's getting doubled and tripled on just about every snap, but that was the first time since his rookie year of 2014 that he finished the season with less than 10 sacks.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a 1st down and run out this first half.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's a room to maneuver. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's get him.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now Foles. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Buccaneers 24, Bears 3. Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Once more, they turn to Patterson. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Shift. Great. He's checking.
They run with Patterson, and he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
That's good.
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st down, Patterson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tackle made.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. A great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Nice, sweetheart. Deeper.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Patterson, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Fournette fighting through and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. A handoff, Fournette running left. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Flushed out right. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Brady's pass.
Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Mike Edwards picks it off. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur, once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Working with a 2nd and 3. From midfield, here's Brady. And this is caught by Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Buccaneers.
The kick
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Patterson, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Patterson on the carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Man, I'm flying past Saturn. I ain't here like I ain't that
The Bears on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4.
Single.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Buccaneers will take over at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts, and in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
15 yards on the play, first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Again, it's Fournette. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jones. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The tackle made by Robert Quinn.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Check. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw on 3rd down, Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
But a fan should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys in great field position, probably near midfield or better.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt, and the Bears take over
At their own 36-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him. And then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Bucs, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the calendar change to October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon.